guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be talking about reselling, and specifically we're going to be talking about how to get free inventory. So this is something I actually told you guys I've been planning to film for a little bit, but I haven't had the time to get around to it. Really quick, if you guys see my light keep changing, I have a light bulb going out above me, so sorry about that. I need to get that fixed. But anyways, yeah, so we're talking about free inventory, how to get free inventory. I know a lot of people are doing this and there's information already out there, but I thought I would share some tips on how it's been going for me. So really quick before we jump in, if you guys are new around here, my name is Lisa Stevens. I am a reseller. I guess you would say I'm a full-time reseller, but I'm also a mom. We have 5 kids at home, so I don't actually have like a full-time schedule with reselling. I just don't have the time to dedicate that much time to it, but it is my main source of income. I sell on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, ThreadUp, Kidizen, pretty much anywhere you can sell, I'm there. I've been testing out Facebook Marketplace as well. So anyway, as I mentioned, I have been getting free inventory for a little bit now. I actually started getting these donations right about the time that the lockdowns hit, just slightly after that. So I had thought about like putting out messages on Facebook and things like that about getting, you know, donations for my business previous to all of this stuff happening. But once the lockdown happened and I had a little bit of inventory saved up, but it really wasn't much. I'm sorry, that's gonna be really annoying. It wasn't much, so it only got me through about 2.5 weeks after the lockdown. And then when I realized we were gonna be in that situation for a long time, I don't think our thrift stores were closed, I wanna say for like 3 or 4 months. It was a really long time. So I knew that it was gonna be a long time before I could get new inventory. So I figured that was the best time to finally reach out to my community and ask for some donations. So that is what I did. I actually put messages on 2 different websites. So I put a message on Facebook Marketplace, and then there's also an app called Nextdoor. If you're not familiar with it, just type it, search for it in the App Store. It's basically like, it's like a neighborhood app where you can keep up on things happening in your neighborhood, but you can also put things for sale on there. So that is what I did. I put a message on both of those apps, and I actually got an amazing result from it. So when I first, like I mentioned, when I first put these requests out there, it was like in the very beginning of the lockdown, basically. So people were stuck at home, they were bored, and what were they doing? They were purging their closets. So people were like going through and organizing their homes and getting rid of stuff, but all of our thrift stores nearby were not accepting donations. They were all closed. So not only could I not get new inventory, but people had nowhere to donate the stuff that they were clearing from their closets. So it filled a need for people at that time. So when I first put on the message, I basically said something about just a quick little blurb about who I am and what I'm doing, and then I mentioned that I'm providing a service. If you have things in your home that you're wanting to get rid of, clothing, accessories, shoes, things like that. I did specifically say that I accept men's, children's, and women's because I didn't want to close any doors. So I put that out there and I got flooded, you guys, flooded with people wanting to donate. And I was honestly surprised by the amount of people, but also the volume that everyone was donating. So when I first opened it up, I accepted all the donations, of course, and I had probably, I want to say about 15 people within the first week and a half want to donate. And I was assuming I'd go there and find like maybe a bag and a half of stuff. Oh no, the first round of donations was insane. I had people donating like 7, 8 huge garbage bags full of clothing at every location I went to. It was just crazy. There might have been a couple with smaller donations, but in general, it was just bags and bags and bags. Like I filled my car. I have a big SUV. I filled my car every single time I went to pick up a donation. It was insane. And then my living room down here, which is like half office, half living room, the living room was just full of it looked like the bins here. Like there was stuff everywhere. So that was how it was in the beginning of the lockdown. People were just so happy to have a place to give it away. I kind of assumed as things started opening up that people would not want to donate anymore, but I've actually been really surprised that people still want to donate. I think for a lot of people, especially right now with everything going on, they really want to help their local community. They want to help small business owners. They want to help people like them that live in their community, shop in their community. So, you know, people are becoming more savvy, and I think they're realizing that thrift stores are profiting off of their donations that they're giving them, and that most of that money is not going back into charities or local, you know, it's not going back into their local economy. It's going to the CEOs of these companies. So I think people are actually happy to have a resource to donate their clothing that is going to benefit their community. Now, not everybody is going to want to donate, but it's free for them and it's a service that you're providing. So just remember that when you're offering it. Like, I'm sorry, this is kind of a rambly video, but I know when I first asked for it, I felt really awkward. Like I'm a very shy person. I'm not good at asking for things, or I don't know, it's weird for me to ask for help or to, you know, even just put out there like, hey, I'll come and get your clothing. So it was really awkward for me at first. But once I saw how much people were so, A, just like happy to have this stuff out of their home, but B, they were just as excited as me to give this to someone in their community. So once I saw that, I was like, wow, this is actually a really good thing for me, and it's a really good thing for them. So I stopped feeling weird about asking. And I will put in the description below what my new little ask, I guess, my little blurb that I put in on these apps, how I word it and everything, because I'm not great at writing. It's not the most fantastic thing, but at least it'll give you a starting place if you're not sure what to say. But I keep it short, I keep it sweet. Usually what I've been doing recently is I'll put it up for a little bit, and then if I get overwhelmed with inventory, I'll take it down. But I've been kind of just leaving it up because the donations have started to slow down, but they're still coming in, which is great. I actually have another one this weekend that I'm going to be picking up. So the people are still donating. I just picked up one 2 days ago. I've got one this weekend. It's still coming in pretty regularly. Probably half of what you see hanging behind me has come from donations. Maybe about half of my current inventory that I've been listing over the last couple months is donations, which is incredible. A couple other things I wanted to say about it. So I know a lot of people are kind of leery about getting donations because they're worried about the quality or whatever. So obviously you're not handpicking these items yourself. So you're not going to always get things that you would have picked or wanted to list in your closet. I find that the majority of the donations that I have received personally have been good quality, in good condition. Now there's always, you know, there's always exceptions to everything. So I've had a couple donations where I really couldn't resell any of the items. I did have one that everything smelled of cigarette smoke, and I knew I did not want to try to deal with getting that scent out, so I ended up donating that whole donation. But for the majority of the donations that I've received, at least half of it is sellable. And then if it's something that is sellable, but maybe not something that I want to take the time to list or to put on my Poshmark closet, or it just doesn't fit my closet, then I will just send it to ThredUp. So for me, it's free. I don't have to spend the time to source it. And I might as well get what I can for it. So that's how I've been approaching it. And I've actually got some amazing donations, you guys. Like some of the things that I have gotten have blown me away. I've got some donations with like new with tags items that are really good brands. The last donation I just picked up a couple days ago, there was a Burberry trench coat in there. It has a little coffee stain, but it's not big, and I'm gonna take it to get dry cleaned and hopefully get that out. But even with the stain, I feel like I could still sell it for a good amount. So you'll be shocked by your community and their generosity and how kind everybody is. One more tip that I do want to put in here I actually just started doing this. I wish I would have done it from the beginning, but I just started doing this is leaving a thank you note. So most of my donations, almost all of them, they just leave it on their porch and I come and pick it up. They give me their address, I come pick it up, it's already ready to go. So I've just been leaving a thank you note and a little treat for them as I've come to pick it up, and I've just thanked them for their donation and yeah, basically just trying to build a rapport with them, because I have found that quite a few of the people who have donated have been repeat donations. So people that donated back in the beginning have contacted me multiple times since then to come back and get more stuff. They may have started with their closet and then they did their kids' closet, or vice versa, or they just continuously have stuff that they want to get rid of. Or even I've had people say, hey, my friend told me you picked up a donation from her, I'd like to donate as well. So it's amazing how once you build those relationships, they're going to come back and continue to give you those donations. So if you have been thinking about getting or reaching out to your community to see if they are able to provide you with donations, I highly recommend it. Honestly, like I mentioned at the beginning, I felt a little awkward and embarrassed about it at first, but once I started doing it, I would never go back to not accepting donations. Like, I have gotten so many good things, and it's been a really, really good experience in general. So I encourage you to try it. Just put up a quick little ask on Facebook or Nextdoor and just see what happens, and let me know. Leave me comments down below if you guys decide to try it, if you haven't yet, or if you've already been accepting donations. Let me know your experience. Have you guys had a really good experience with it as well? I feel like I forgot something, but I hope that's everything. I hope I covered it. Yeah, like I said, I think it's just a really good idea to involve the community and see if they are willing to help you out. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.